My name is Krista. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm going to take you through a sequence of exercises for back pain. These exercises are designed as endurance exercises, so there will be 3 exercises for a minute each, and then we will redo all 3 exercises 3 times. The sequence is important, and I will take you through a progression, so I'll show you the easiest way and we'll progress it to harder. These should be all done in a semi-pain-free range, and it's called neutral spine. So you keep your spine in a pain-free position and stabilizing there, and only do as hard of an exercise that you can do while still stabilizing. So we will get started. The first one is called a dead bug, and first off, let's get your spine in neutral. We don't want your back flat. We don't want your butt sticking out. We want you kind of in the middle and play around until you find a position that doesn't hurt or hurts the least. So you're gonna lift your arms up and a leg up, and you're gonna lift your right leg and your left arm. Okay, this is the easiest position. If this is challenging, then stay right here for the full minute. If this is too easy, you can keep your feet up and just tap your heel down. And then in order to progress that, you can extend the leg out with your arm. Opposite arm and opposite leg go out. This is the hardest of the progression, but do whatever is easiest for you while still working your abdominals. 15 more seconds. The next one is in a bridging position. It is important to maintain your neutral spine in this position too. Do not curl up. Do not stick your butt out. You're going to lift at the hips, all while keeping your back stabilized. And in this position, you can keep your arms on the ground. That will give you the most support. And you're just going to do little marches. If this is too difficult, you can always just come down and do a bridge for the full minute. You may feel a little bit of discomfort along the sides of your spine. Those are your paraspinal muscles working. That's a good thing because those muscles need to be strong for back stability. While you're doing this, you can even feel your obliques and your transverse abdominis, and you want to pull your belly button into your back while you're doing this. Hands down if you need more stability. If you bring your hands across your chest, it's a little bit less stable. So your back has to work a little bit harder. And relax. The next exercise is in quadruped. When anybody gets up who has a back pain, you need to roll to the side and push up into sitting. Do not try and do a sit-up. That uses too much of your rectus abdominis, which causes a lot of spine compression. So always roll to your side, push up into your hands, and then onto your hands and knees. In this exercise, you're going to lift your opposite arm and your opposite leg. Up and up. Make sure you have enough room. All these exercises can be done on a mat on the floor, or they can be done in your bed, whichever is most comfortable and easiest to get into. Now, if this is too difficult, you can just do an arm and then a leg. An arm and a leg. Arm, leg, arm, leg. You want to get to where you're lifting the opposite arm and the opposite leg, all while keeping the neutral spine and pulling your belly button into your back. If this gets easy, you can do a couple on each side without lowering them. Do whichever makes the most sense for you. Okay, that was 3 minutes. Only 6 more minutes to go. Back onto your back. Lay on your side and roll onto your back. And we're going to start the dead bugs again. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And do whichever position is challenging but allows you to maintain your spine in neutral without it arching off the mat. Twenty more seconds. If you need to rest, you can always stop for a second, but don't stop. Keep yourself moving. Do an easier one if it starts to get too difficult. And stop. Next one are the bridges. And go. Like I said, don't stop. Just try to do an easier one. If this is getting too tiring, just do the bridges. Put your hands on the ground if you need to. Come down and stop. Roll to your side and push up onto your hands and knees. And when you're ready, we will start. Left arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Make sure you're pulling your belly button into your back the whole time while doing this. And if you lose your balance, it's okay. We all do. Just get right back into it. Okay, that's 2 reps. Roll down onto your side, back onto your back. 1 more of each exercise each. And we will start now. Remember which ones are easy. If you just want to keep one foot on the ground while you lift the other one, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing it so that it's challenging enough. While keeping your spine neutral, pull your belly button into your back. And while you're doing that, you can even feel these muscles working. And then you know you're doing it enough. And stop. Bridges. And go. Less than a minute and a half of exercise. You can do it. Like I said, you might feel this in your low back. Those are the muscles working. You're not irritating anything because your spine is in neutral. Your joints are barely moving. This is all strengthening of those muscles. And relax. Roll over onto your side. Come up, last exercise. In quadruped, make sure you're not sticking your butt out or tucking it in. You want it in neutral. Pull your belly button into your back. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Like I said, don't stop. You can pause. You can make it easier, so you're just using your arms and then maybe just your legs. Arms, legs, but don't stop. Finish the exercise and make sure you're trying to work yourself up into an arm and a leg. Five more seconds. Excellent. All done. There's a couple stretches that we could end with as a cool down. Make sure you roll. You can do knees to chest. Hold for 10 seconds. And again, these should all be pain-free. You should just be a stretch feeling. Do whatever is the least irritating to your back. Bring both knees up. Cross your leg over. If this is a stretch right here, just hold it right there. If you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can grab onto your thigh of your left leg and pull it in. And switch. Make sure you do both sides. Like I said, if this is enough of a stretch, just hold it right there. Bring the leg in if you need a little bit more. And then your piriformis, bring your leg over. Pull on with your left hand, pull on your right knee, on the outside of the right knee. And you can hold these stretches for longer if it's feeling really good and you're feeling the benefits of it. Just make sure you do a little bit of a cool down after all those exercises and try and stretch all those muscles out. The piriformis and the quadratus lumborum, which are the stretches you're doing right now, those ones are very irritating to the back when they're tight. The other muscle that's super irritating is right in front of your hip, and that is your hip flexors. So anytime you're doing this, you're lifting your leg up into the car, you're irritating those hip flexors, and those hip flexors attach to your lower back. So a lot of these exercises are strengthening the hip flexors, but they're also stretching them. So when you're up in bridges, you're stretching those hip flexors, which is why I want to do the sequence of exercises the way we do it. You may notice some irritation in the first time you're doing the exercises. Try to work through it, and eventually those hip flexors will start releasing and they won't be pulling on your back as much. And make sure anytime you're getting out of bed, you're rolling to the side, pushing up with your arms. And that is the exercises. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys all get stronger backs and able to live a more pain-free lifestyle. Thank you very much.